Hello again, everybody. It's Todd Strouch, the Horror Nerd, here at the annual iHeart Horror Convention here in Sayreville, New Jersey. We are having a great time today to benefit the Deborah Heart and Lung Foundation. I get to spend the whole day with a lot of really cool people, and we have a lot of people here from Tromaville, and as a longtime Troma fan, I am having the time of my life. I get to stand here with Robert Prichard. Robert, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Great. And I mean that. I'm just a fan at heart. So I grew up with these movies. I mean, I'm looking at your table here. Class of Nukem High, Toxic Avenger. What is it like being a part of the Troma family?
Wow, you know, I never imagined 40 years later that it would still be a thing. But at the time, we were having a lot of fun. We were really just basically having a whole lot of fun.
It seems that way because we watch the movies, you know, and look, let's not kid ourselves. They can be very cheesy, but they're a lot of fun. The effects are crazy.
Yeah.
We fans love them, and I can only imagine what it was like to actually make the movies.
Yeah, it was the time of punk rock, so it was
right.
It was kind of like a movie equivalent of, you know, do-it-yourself, culture. You know, it was like a punk rock approach to movie making.
So let me ask you a question. So Lloyd Kaufman, is he like working with him on a film? Is it like what I might expect it to be?
He's a whirlwind of energy. He's extremely focused on what he wants. But he's also actually very liberal in letting performers, letting talent do what they do best. So we were given a lot of leeway to improvise, come up with scenes, do our own thing, and that was actually very positive. But he was also explosive. You know, I'll give you an example. One of the first days of shooting, we were shooting interior dialogue in the car where we're running over hitting the kid on the bicycle.
Right.
And so the car isn't, when we're doing the dialogue, the car isn't actually moving. We're just in the car. They have the camera on the hood, and they have production assistants, PAs. They're rocking the car like it's moving. There's another set of couple of PAs. They have a board with lights attached to the board, and they're running it over the top of the car so the camera sees these lights pass by.
Okay.
You know, so it looks, that's to enhance the illusion that we're driving.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So we're doing the scene, you know, the lights are going over, we're talking, we're doing our dialogue, the car's being shook, and then they go, okay, we got it, everybody back to one. So everybody back to one means, you know, before the scene. We go back to, in that case, it was the craft table. Go back to where the food is. So we're all walking back to where the food is. Lloyd and Michael are in the lead. Right behind him are a bunch of production assistants, and then behind him, 4 actors. Everybody's chatting. Lloyd and Michael are chatting. The PAs are chatting. The actors are chatting. All of a sudden, Lloyd decides he can't hear himself think. Swings around and he yells, "Shut up! Everybody shut up! I can't hear myself think." And the PAs immediately shut up, and the 4 actors, we all kind of look at each other like, what? And he sees that, and he goes, "Except you. You 4 keep talking. Everybody else, shut up." So that's what it was like working for Lloyd.
There you go, folks. This is why I love getting to do what I do, is hearing behind the scenes stories like that of the actual filmmaking process. That's pretty cool. So Robert, I'm going to kind of go in reverse order here a little bit. What made you decide to get into acting? Was it something you wanted from a young age?
I sort of fell into it in high school. I thought it was a good way to be self-employed, honestly. I didn't see myself being an employee, you know, a full-time employee. I didn't see myself working for a corporation or a company.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, I wanted to be, a journeyman. You know, be able to move from place to place, do my own thing. You know, have some control over my destiny.
Excellent. That's a good reason.
That's what attracted me to it.
So I'm going to ask you the question that I forgot to ask Cynthia, and I can't believe it because I ask everybody who's in horror movies. As someone who's been in some well-known horror movies, are you yourself a horror movie fan?
No, actually not.
See, it's like 50-50.
There are some horror films that I really like, but they're not just horror films. For instance, the first movie that comes to mind is Aliens.
Okay.
Yeah. I really like that movie. It's a horror movie, but it's also a sci-fi movie.
Sure. And an action thriller. Absolutely.
And it's an action thriller, and it actually also has pretty insightful social commentary.
Yeah, sure.
It was all about corporate greed and all those kinds of things, and the war machine. So. Yeah, I like that movie. I like that. That's a great horror. Also, the remake of The Blob.
Oh, that's a good one, right?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Same thing with that. It has other elements to it.
Yeah.
And also, the acting is just fantastic.
Agreed. So one last question, Rob. What are you working on these days? What are you up to? Currently in the business?
I just finished shooting Slaughter at Camp Swine Lake last fall. So that's not out yet. It's in post-production. So that's with Debbie Rochon.
Nice.
And
love Debbie.
Babette Bombshell and Lloyd Kaufman and myself. We're the four leads. So we're the four that get billing on the poster.
Fantastic.
I'm looking forward to that coming out.
I will keep an eye out for it. Any last words for the fans out there before I let you go?
I really very much appreciate that you guys enjoy these movies, and please keep coming back and check out Slaughter at Camp Swine Lake when it opens.
Awesome. Robert, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time.
My pleasure.
Thank you for all the years of entertainment, keeping us horror fans entertained after all these years. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Robert Prichard, everybody here at iHeart Horror in Sayreville, New Jersey. I'm Todd Sturridge, the Horror Nerd, signing off. We will see all of you in the next interview.